Here is a profound question that touches the core of our faith. What does it mean when Scripture says Christ is in us? Let's explore this together and uncover the incredible implications of this divine truth. In the Gospel of John, chapter 17, Jesus prays for all to understand the message of absolute oneness. This oneness isn't just a concept, it's a living, breathing, subjective reality. So how can Jesus, who walked the earth in flesh, be the divine expression of God, who is spirit? They are spiritually one. And here's the amazing part. At the cross, as Scripture tells us in 1 Corinthians 6:17 and Galatians 2:20, this oneness became a reality. In 1 Corinthians 1:24, Christ is described as the wisdom and power of God. Imagine that. The actual wisdom and power of God, not just with us, but in us as one being. This isn't just a proximity, it's an identity. This brings us to an interesting point about the word in. In Greek, it's en, which means inside or within, but figuratively, it speaks to the realm or sphere where something operates from within. Notice it says, as in the state in which something operates from within. Now, think about this. What state or identity are you operating from? When Christ is in you, your identity is completely transformed. You aren't just acting as Christ would. You are the Christ being in your new identity. You aren't a separate entity trying to emulate Christ. You are a pure expression of divinity. No longer assume and do not think you are still the old Adam identity. Colossians 1:21 says that separation is in your mind, which is why Paul said to renew it to truth, and that truth is, you are now the Christ in identity. This isn't about faking it till you make it. It's about embracing that you truly are a new creation, as Paul emphasizes in 2 Corinthians 5:16. Paul tells us that we no longer recognize anyone according to the flesh. This is pivotal. So if we no longer see Christ merely as flesh and no longer see each other in that way, who do we see? We see Christ as everyone. We look past the flesh and recognize the divine. This isn't just a theological concept. It's about changing how we view ourselves and each other. It's about living from a state of divine identity and seeing that same divinity in everyone around us. So, I encourage you, renew your mind to this truth. You are not the old identity. You are now the Christ in identity. Let this truth transform how you live, how you interact with others, and how you see the world. When you operate from the state of divine identity, your life becomes a powerful testament to God's unending grace, love, and limitless power. The Secret of Oneness.com